Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're taking a look at Star Wars The Vintage Collection from the Book of Boba Fett series. This is Cad Bane. These are 1/18 scale action figure, and he looks pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and start off by taking a look at the card for all you carded collectors. So we have our card back. We have our tricking hazards in the corner, our age recommendation in the other corner. We have the Book of Boba Fett logo, the Cad Bane name peel, the bubble with the figure and accessories, and then we have the artwork from the show. Looks pretty cool. One thing I did notice is the different shades of blue. And here's the back of the card. This is going to be VC283. Here's our cross sell. Moff Georgia Rod, Cad Bane, Nub, and the Boba Fett is in this wave. Scored this guy at Walmart. Man, these things are getting pricey. Like $16.97, I think it was. Here's a lower level. I will show you that UPC at a better view in 1 second. And there you go. If that helps you track this bad boy down, hopefully you find it if you're looking for it. If not, you'll have to get him online. Okay, here's Cad Bane outside the packaging. If you've been a long time collector, you do know that this is our very first Cad Bane. We have received one from the Clone Wars, I believe. It's been a long time. I have so many of these, I don't even know where they all are. But this is a very first attempt at a more very realistic Cad Bane, throughout the show, because it's a live action show. Like I said, one thing I did notice was that the shade of blue is a little darker. I think they went with the darker shade of blue for the figure versus the actual color in the show and on the card art. So that is definitely different. I'm not sure how that makes me feel. How does it make you feel? Did you want a lighter Cad Bane? Did you want a more accurate TV series version? Or do you do not care? Or do you like the darker blue? Right now, at this point, I don't think it's bothering me. So let's just move on and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Here we have his hat. We have this silver piece on the side. That's the top of it. Let's see. It is removable, so that's good. Alright. There's a little black band all the way around. These silver plates on the side there. Look at the head sculpt. Has this blue alien looking face with the red eyes. You can see some of his teeth. It's a nice head sculpt. Nice paint. There's a wash on it. He has his tubes from the side of his cheeks there. And then he has his wrap. It goes from the top of his head down through around his neck. I don't know if it's a bodysuit that he wears. Maybe some kind of due to his species maybe. I'm not totally sure. But those hoses do come back to this device on his back. Looks pretty good. The hoses, they're a little stiff. They have a little flexibility to them. Here on his arm, his gauntlet is painted really nice. It just caught my eye. There's a black tube from his elbow there down to this blue. It's like a metallic blue. We have some red and silver on there. Looks very cool. And then we have his gloves with his fingers cut out. Trench coat. A little bit of detail here and here. This arm also has that gauntlet, but looks like it's pretty much the same except for this different color tube. It's more of a gold. And that goes into the back of the gauntlet. Then we have the cut-off gloves. So this tube goes into his arm, and this tube goes into his gauntlet. Nice comparison there. Check that out. Then we have his trench coat, PVC. Wish it was soft goods. I think we're at this point in the vintage collection. We should not be getting any more of these PVC coats. We should be getting soft goods, especially with the price points getting so high. Do you agree? Like the video. If you don't agree, don't like the video. Here we go with his under shirt. He has some medals, some iconography there. Not sure. Something there on his right there on the side. We do some ammunition belt. He does have his weapon, his Western style weapon holsters here with the comes down on each side of the leg, the silver buckle. It's pretty flexible, so that's good for posability. Brown pants, and then he has those rounds around his legs. He's not messing around. He brings enough ammunition to the fight, which is really cool. Cad Bane is definitely one of my favorite bounty hunters. He is definitely very cool. If I remember correctly, I think his name's Toto360, and I wish they'd had Toto360 in this series. That would have been cool, because everybody loves the droids in these series, especially in live action. So they actually become a fan favorite pretty quickly, and I think it would have been a great opportunity to bring Toto360 to the live universe. So here's a kind of a 360 look at him. Looks very cool. He feels good. So far, I really don't have any complaints. Just missing Toto360. There's that gauntlet. So a better look at that back section. The other gauntlets. So yeah, that head sculpt looks good. Like it. The hat looks like it does have a front. It's a little thinner here. Now for the articulation of the figure, I'm definitely going to see some hindrance in the rotation of the head sculpt because of the hoses. You're not going to get that, well, maybe you are. Look at that. That comes out. Love finding these little nuances in these figures. So you can get a 360. It just looks weird him doing it because I don't see him to come out, but I'm not going to try. That pops way back in. You have a little bit of up and down. And obviously you have the side to sides. Okay. Arms on a ball joint to rotate 360. They can raise up pretty far, above a T pose at least. Does pretty good. I think he's dropping his pistols after he takes out his adversary. No bicep. We have a 90-degree one single joint elbow. Again, we're at this point where we should be having double jointed elbows. Again, due to the cost, we should be getting more for our money. The wrist rotate 360 to go up and down like this. For like that quick draw action, I think they are the same on both sides. Underneath here, we have a waist swivel, all the way 360, all the way around. No problem there. His legs, get his coat out of the way. Oh yeah. These are the better legs, thank you, Hasbro. Get rid of those other spinny trash legs that I hate. There we go. Sitting is beautiful. Oh wow, his knee is bent. I think I broke it. No, I broke his knee, not the figure. Sit beautifully in a vehicle. If you have a way to get this coat, like a stool maybe, in a bar, in a cantina. Bicep swivels there, 360. The knees are a single joint knee. Again, double joint knees, guys. Hasbro, come on. Stop ripping us off. He has these sculpted bands right here on his legs. It makes it look like there's another articulation there, and it's actually not. I think it's an aesthetic for the overall pistol holsters to give it look like it's strapped, but it's really not. So it's kind of good, because if they were strapped to his leg, man, that would really hinder the articulation of the figure. For the ankles, if you do pivot down, you pivot up around the joint to give you that illusion of a side to side. Not too bad. Some of the stuff that I pointed out is just like something I would like to see. It doesn't necessarily mean this is a bad figure. Straight up right now at this point, and when we're done with our review, let's go look at his accessories. I recommend him. He's a cool figure, a nice adaptation of him, but I like the, well, no, still thinking about the blue of his skin tone, but it's still a nice figure though. I like the legs. It's a nicely sculpted figure. It's a good vintage figure, and I don't say that very often. Most of the time I get disappointed with the figure. So it only comes with 2 accessories. It comes with 2 of his blasters. Kind of like a revolver from the old West style looking Star Wars style design. They're very small. They are flexible, not as bendy as I've seen other ones, so that's good. So let's just see how well he can hold these things because they are quite small. His hands are his fingers are actually pretty big. He has some big fingers for being such a small figure. So I got one in. Let's try to get this other one. Okay, so let's take a look at him. So the trigger fingers go where they should go. So that's good. He's holding on to those bad boys. No problem. So, yeah. With the wrist, and you should get some, I just knocked it out because it's so small. This wrist, you might be able to get good gun poses, like double draw, Western style, if that's what you're looking for. Or whatever your storyline is, your playability at the time. Your pose in your photography or whatever, so it's pretty cool. So one thing I do want to check before we end this video is to see how well and how they look. They fit into his holsters. I'm quite impressed with how that very stiff PVC trench coat moves around. They fit in there. They fit fully in there. Now look at this, guys. The bottom is actually filled in. It's not like a hollow gun case, so that's good. I hate gun cases that have like, oh, never mind. Maybe I have a variant of one, because look, that is actually punched, and that one, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Never mind, it must be some kind of optical illusion. Maybe the barrel doesn't protrude through there, but okay, wishful thinking. There you go. He's really cool. Well, no gripes except for, like, you know, maybe a little better joints. Double jointed elbows and knees would be nice. It's not a deal breaker. A Toto 360 would have been fantastic, but it doesn't come with him. Probably because of the show, but either does the skin tone. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys liked this review. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in our next review.